Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
On a gorgeous 73-degree evening in New York, we are ready to go. Here in second round action at the U.S. Open, the 145th edition of this United States Open Tennis Championship. It is Coco Gauff and Donna Vekic who will duel here after both players went 3 sets in their opening round match. What will they put on for us here tonight? We are excited to start finding out players on court and going through the normal warm-ups here, winding them down as Vekic and Gauff meet up for the third time, all basically within the last calendar year, and the second time in 2025. Former champion of this U.S. Open, Coco Gauff, of course, winning it 2 years ago, taking her second Grand Slam title on the red clay at Roland Garros earlier this year, and was terrific at the start of the season was Coco, but she has hit a few speed bumps as this season has progressed. In fact, a 36-12 match record on the season for Gauff, but only 4-4 since winning the French Open. So Coco trying to work her way back into a groove, into a winning groove. Perhaps she can get that going here tonight at this event where she won the title 2 years ago. Donna Vekic, who of course has really had a down season. She struggled mightily this year after she started this calendar year ranked in the top 20 in the world. Coco Gauff at the far end will serve. We're on the stadium court here, Arthur Ashe Stadium, and we're underway with Gauff's first serve going to the forehand of Vekic. Backhand is steered cross-court by Gauff to the Vekic backhand. Down the line now goes Vekic, sprinting to get to the forehand. Cross-court is Gauff, but misses wide. And that's the way this one gets started. Glad to have you with us tonight as another primetime session at the U.S. Open gets us into play here with Gauff serving out wide and just caught the line on that serve. It's an ace for Coco. Struggled in many ways, in many categories in her first round win. Here just a couple of days ago, beating Ayla Tomljanovic. Had to go 3 sets. All 3 sets were incredibly tight. 6-4, 6-7, 7-5. Serves at 15 all. Forehand return by Vekic is really knocked cross-court. Gauff gets it back, but it's an inside-out forehand winner by Vekic that gets her to 15-30. So she's in this opening return game. And, you know, Gauff has been very open, talking about trying to change the mechanics of her serve. Serves here, forehand reply by Vekic up the line. Cross-court the forehand by Gauff. That goes long, so Vekic right out of the gates going to have 2 break points. And as I said, mentioned a moment ago, really struggled on serve against Tomljanovic here in the first round. Gauff did 4 aces, 10 double faults. And an ace has been her only point so far of this opening game as she faces 2 break points. Tries to slide that first serve in up the tee, but misses. at 89. Second serve from Coco. Toss up, serve down. Oh, and she misses that long, so right on cue, a double fault, and she does it on break point. So Donna Vekic claims an opening game break to start this second round encounter, and it's certainly not the start that the former champion wanted to have. Let's go a little deeper about Donna Vekic's season. We'll get back to Coco in a moment, but as I said, Vekic has really struggled this season. I'm not sure if many people saw this coming. Earlier in January, she had a ranking of 17 in the world, which was a career high for Donna. That has now dropped substantially to 49th. And a lot of that because she's won just 12 matches all year. 12-19 match record in the calendar year for Vekic. Off to a positive start tonight, though. Serves for the first time. Tries to hit the backhand wing of Gauff, but misses at 107. Does have a bigger serve than maybe some give her credit for. Second serve from Vekic. It's there to the backhand of Gauff, which is into the net. 15-love. And, of course, as you might imagine, you can put 2 and 2 together with a 12-19 record on the season. She suffered just a bunch of early losses in tournaments this year. First round in Doha, first round in Dubai, second round in Miami, Rome, and Roland Garros and Wimbledon. First round again in Cincinnati. Serves to the forehand of Gauff, who makes the return. Backhand up the line, really good from Vekic. Defended back by Gauff. Big forehand by Vekic there. Cross court, a winner into the deuce court. And she's flying here early, 30-love. Has not made a quarterfinal all season. Has Vekic, and this is a player that made the semifinals at Wimbledon last year and then made it to the gold medal match at the Olympics at Roland Garros last summer, losing that gold medal match to Qinwen Zhang. Still took home the silver for Croatia. Misses the first serve at 30-love. At the far end, toss up, serve down to the forehand of Gauff, sharply hit on the return. Vekic gets it back, forehand up the middle from Coco, steered back by Vekic. Gauff off balance on the forehand, backhand up the middle from Vekic. Gauff with the two-handed backhand, up the line goes Vekic, blocked back by Gauff. Vekic with a flat forehand winner up the line to get to 40-love. Pump of the fist there, and she has come out of the gates here flying along through the first couple of furlongs. So points here for a 2-love lead and to consolidate the very early break. She went 2 hours, 6 minutes, did Vekic in her first round win. A 3-setter over the Spaniard Jessica Buzas-Monero, serve into the net. Came from a set down to beat the Spaniard, who's really starting to impress more and more. Second serve here is out wide. Gauff makes a backhand return. Vekic with a drop shot pulled out. Gauff gets to it, but she slants the forehand long, and Vekic with a hold at love does consolidate the early break. A 2-love start for Donna Vekic. Mention her seeding, or her ranking rather, down to 49 in the world, so not a seeded player here, as she was last year when she made it to the 4th round. And a quarterfinalist here some 6 years ago was Vekic when she lost to Belinda Bencic. Gauff down a break, serving near end. Love 2 to the forehand of Vekic, which is blocked back short. Gauff across court forehand into the deuce court. Vekic defends it back down very low to hit a cross court backhand. Went Gauff. Vekic gets one of her own. Big forehand there from Gauff to open up the court. On the stretch, Vekic can't get it back. It's 15-love. For Coco, mentioned that she went 3 against Tomljanovic, nearly 3 hours that match. So already good amount of mileage on the car here through just one match of this championship. 2 hours 57 in that incredibly tight 3-setter. Serves here. Forehand reply by Vekic is up the middle. Off forehand from Gauff is pure. That's a winner into the ad court for 30-love. There were 14 breaks of serve in that match between Gauff and Tomljanovic. Gauff was 8 of 15 on break points. Tomljanovic broke the Gauff serve 6 times. 30-love serve here from Gauff up the tee. Vekic muscles a deep backhand return. Good depth on the backhand, though, from Gauff. Neutralizes the point back her direction. Oh, but Vekic pulls out another winner down the line. Backhand up the line. She's hit that shot a couple of times already. Gauff came into the U.S. Open last year as the defending champion and lost to Emma Navarro in the 4th round. Serves to the forehand of Vekic, and she whacks that into the net. Game points for Gauff to get on the board at 40-15. Serves here up the tee. Vekic unable to twirl that return back, so Gauff confident service hold there after a very shaky first service game. And Gauff on the board, but down a break to Donna Vekic. Glad to have you with us here on this Thursday night. Jake is here with us. Says Coco in straight sets, says Jake, who also goes on to say Vekic has a dangerous game but hasn't shown me anything this year to suggest that she can trouble a defender like Gauff. And Jake answering for me about doing the women's final here. Perhaps. Goodness knows, at this time I just about take my life day by day. But I will certainly check the schedule and try my absolute best to make that possible. Would love to do that. Sport and politics here as well. Big thanks to everyone for joining us. I'm glad someone caught the line about the first couple of furlongs. Yes, we've yet to make it to the quarter pole of this match, but it has been a good start out of the gate for Donna Vekic. So after the change of ends, Vekic will serve up the break at 2-1 on Arthur Ashe Stadium, the world's largest tennis court. Going to work here, trying to author up a second-round upset is Vekic. Serves out wide here, but misses. She has a good game, no doubt about it, but she has not found it at all this year, and here's a double fault. Second serve is into the net. Very early exit in Cincinnati, as I mentioned. First round there, lost to Sorana Cirstea, and she was really hoping to maybe get a few match wins under her belt in Monterey. Following that, as she misses her 3rd straight serve here, but only won 1 match there. That was against Maria Sakkari before losing to Mertens. Serve here to the backhand of Gauff, who attacks. Up the line goes Vekic with the backhand. Looped back cross-court by Gauff. Vekic steers it back. Up the line, a forehand Gauff. Shoveled on back by Vekic. Backhand straightened out. Up the line, a winner from Gauff, and she's got love 30. One thing we know about Coco is that she will not panic after slow starts. Remember when she won the title here 2 years ago, it certainly wasn't because she just blitzed the entire field and won in dominant fashion. She went 3 sets 4 times en route to that title and had to come from behind 3 times, including in the final to Sabalenka. Vekic misses the first serve. But perhaps that is an omen. She went 3 sets against Laura Siegemund in the first round 2 years ago and went on to win it. Has gone 3 sets in the first round here this year. Oh, boy, here's a double fault from Vekic, her second of the game, as she misses the second serve long, and she is very much in danger of giving up her early lead. 3 break points for Gauff here at love 40. Could be a match full of breaks. Vekic serves. Gauff makes the return. Off forehand from Vekic puts Gauff on the sprint. Short ball back. Off forehand Vekic. Gauff defends it back. It's a not so purposeful lob, I don't believe, and Vekic is able to get underneath it and hit the overhead winner for 15-40. Of course, talk about Coco, just 4-4, her record since winning the French Open. Included a terribly disappointing first-round loss at Wimbledon to Yastremska. First serve is missed by Vekic out wide. Still facing break points at 15-40. She's double faulted twice in this game, and she does here. You could almost feel that coming. Second serve is into the net. She gives up the break advantage that she had, and we're all level. 2 games all. And I talked about how Coco will continue to fight, and she will. She's a good fighter. She doesn't normally wilt under pressure of a slow start, but she actually did in that first-round loss at Wimbledon to Yastremska. She lost that first-round tiebreak. She misses the first serve here into the net and then was nowhere in the second set. It was a 6-1 second set. And you could really feel disappointment from Coco after that loss. Serves here to the Vekic forehand cross court. Gauff slings it back up the middle but into the net. Goes Vekic. It's 15-love. She lost to the superstar of Canada in Montreal, Victoria Mboko, in the round of 16. And then in Cincinnati, a 3-set loss in a quarterfinal to Jasmine Paolini. 15-love. Gauff at the far end serves. Big first serve there. Vekic makes the return. Look almost lackadaisical with the backhand, but in the end, a backhand error into the net from Vekic. That was huge first serve from Coco, and Vekic seemed to get it back rather easily. Obviously, when a player goes through changes with their serve, like Coco has talked about, it's certainly not going to happen overnight. That's a tremendous serve there, though. A kicker up the tee at 108. It's an ace for 40-love. Trying to nose her way in front here is Gauff. Good depth on that serve there. Vekic can't make the return. It just drifts wide, so Gauff holds and has overcome an early deficit. 3-2 at the change of ends here on serve in this opening set. Back to the comments here. Jake says, I do appreciate these watch-alongs as it brings me closer to the action. Can't watch any of it while in work, and I understand that pain. My goodness. Not a fan of missing so many matches while at work. And even for me, when it comes stateside, it still doesn't matter like it does as much as as you would think. You miss so many matches of the French Open or Wimbledon, you would think it would come back to you for the U.S. Open, but no, they just start at 11 a.m. local time or Eastern time here in the U.S. Sean Power with us, hello, and says, has Gauff's style of play changed much from when she broke through? There's no doubt when she came in, you couldn't help but look at this player that was obviously very tall and still extremely fast for how tall she was. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying she's 6'5" and belongs in the WNBA. But she has such speed and gains so much ground with every stride she takes. And she defends extremely well. But you do wonder, where is the serve going to go? And is she going to get better? She's still so young. She broke on the scene at an incredibly young age, and Here she sits still at 21 as Vekic serves here. Misses that first serve. She had a terrible last service game, did Vekic, with 3 double faults, basically handed Gauff the break. Second serve out wide is there to the forehand of Gauff. Going for the 1-2 on the forehand up the line is Vekic, but Gauff defends it back, but it's long. And it's 15-love. Obviously, the backhand for Coco has been the stronger of the two wings. Vekic at the far end here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, serving 2-3 in the first set, 15-love. Into the net she goes on the first serve here. Second serve now from Donna. Pelts that into the forehand of Gauff. Up the middle goes Vekic. Gauff goes with the forehand. Two-handed backhand. Vekic is up the middle, and Gauff is overcooked that forehand. Misses it long. $30-love here as Gauff just made her third unforced error of the first 5 games and change. Here's Vekic at 30-love. Up the tee. Gauff hammers the return back. Up the line goes Vekic. Cross-court the forehand flat from Gauff. Looped on bat by Vekic. And Gauff, sharp angle on the forehand. It's into the net. And it's 40-love. Vekic points here for 3-all as we work the 20th minute of this second round match. Serve clock at 6 as Vekic tosses up and the serve into the net. Here comes the second serve, and that's also into the net. So the double faults really are becoming a problem here in these early games for Vekic. She only had 5 in the first round against Buzas Mineiro, 4 already, and we're basically halfway through the set, not even. 40-15. Lets the ball toss drop and will restart. Falls into the service motion again and misses that first serve into the net. Comes the second serve from Vekic. High ball toss here. She corrals it in. Backhand return by Gauff, and Vekic misses that up the line, so it's 40-30. Extremely high ball tosses seen last night from Jasmine Paolini. That one was really high from Vekic. $40-30 from 40-love. Vekic serves up the tee. Gauff clips the let court on the return. It dies on Vekic's side of the net, and Vekic can't get to it. Gauff throws up the left hand in apology. And, of course, you have to do that, says Yelena Ostapenko. If you don't do that, you don't have any class, according to the most stubborn woman on the WTA Tour. From 40-love, we're at deuce. Vekic trying to get across the finish line in this game. Good backhand return by Gauff to get the rally started, but backhand cross-court misses wide from Coco. Advantage Vekic. Yes, Yelena Ostapenko, I just found it quite rich from her to make those comments yesterday. Game point again for Vekic. Goes big on the first serve, but misses again. She has 4 double faults in the first 6 games of this match. Can't afford one here. But throws it in. Goes long. So she has now equaled her double fault total from 3 sets in round 1 in the first 6 games of this match tonight. Back to deuce. Incredibly long game here, kind of a momentum-shifting game for whoever wins it. Vekic up the tee. Gauff slingshots the backhand return, and the off-forehand winner from Vekic, really good there. Into the ad court. Despite how long this game has gone on, Gauff has not had a break opportunity in this game, in which Vekic had 40 love. We're into the 6th minute of this game. Serves here and misses long again. And at this rate, Coco might just sit back and let her make as many mistakes on serve as she wants. Second serve thrown into the forehand of Gauff. Big forehand there from Vekic. Gauff defends it back. Up the middle goes Vekic. Forehand stroked up the middle from Gauff. Backhand of Vekic. Cross court goes Gauff. Longest rally so far here. Deep forehand from Gauff into the deuce court corner. Goes to it again. Vekic is defending it back. Long looping ball. Drops just inside the baseline. Gauff has time to set it up. Forehand by Vekic. Oh, and Gauff goes with a cross court forehand winner. Lengthy rally there, and those are the ones that Coco must win. 16-ball rally. And Gauff eventually breaks Vekic down with great elasticity on the baseline, racing everything down. She can frustrate so many opponents doing that. Certainly has Sabalenka in a couple of big moments as Vekic makes this serve. Gauff on the return. Oh, and Vekic got caught flat-footed and swung at that forehand awkwardly and put it into the net. So now Coco will have her first break point of this game. Was 8 of 15 on break points against Ajla Tomljanovic in the first round. Trying to take her first lead of this second round encounter. Vekic, toss up, serve down, up the middle. Gauff able to loop the return back. Big forehand from Vekic. Cross court goes Gauff. Vekic up with a drop shot, well disguised. Gauff staggers to it. Block shots it over. Down the line, Vekic. Oh, Gauff is there at the net. Winning volley. Well controlled. And there's the break for Gauff, her second of the Vekic serve. And this one gives her the lead at 4-2. And that gets the American crowd going as Coco Gauff has recovered from a very shaky start. She leads by 4 games to 2 here on the Arthur Ashe Stadium. A lot of talk in the comments about that much anticipated matchup between Emma Raducanu and Elena Rybakina. Was very surprised that didn't end up on Ashe, as Gauff misses the first serve. That's the first on Armstrong tomorrow. Ashe has Alcaraz, followed by Pegula, Azarenka, then Djokovic, Norrie, and Townsend Andreeva. Gauff misses the second serve. It's a double fault. I don't know. I think Rybakina and Raducanu would have been much better served in the spot that Andreeva and Townsend is. But that's an American in Townsend, as we know, who had that great win over Ostapenko yesterday. Here's Gauff serving, as that was not even close to making it over the net. That was, wow. Here comes the second serve. Gauff puts it in. Backhand return by Vekic up the line. Gauff sprints to defend a forehand back. Vekic gets to it. Deep forehand. Gauff is there with a defensive shot. Vekic at the net with a volley. Gauff gets it back. Another volley from Vekic, and Gauff is unable to lasso that one in. And it's love 30. So after finally getting some separation and a lead here, Coco now looks at love 30. As Donna Vekic once again saddles the horse and cracks the whip as she tries to get back on serve here. Gauff at the near end, love 30, toss up, serve down, misses long. Needs this second serve right here to be useful. She puts it in. Oh my goodness, Vekic has whacked a return winner, but it doesn't matter. It's a let on the serve. Thankfully for Coco, it is. My goodness, Vekic absolutely smoked it. Second serve again for Gauff. Puts it into the backhand of Vekic. She goes big there, and Gauff unable to pick it up off of her shoelaces. Backhand is stashed into the net, and it's love 40, and it is going to be a twist and turn kind of a night, it would seem, in this match. Two players that's not playing very consistently right now. It's peaks and valleys between these two. Gauff looks at 3 break points. Serves here. Vekic, huge forehand return, and that was right between the wickets of Gauff, who could not even contact the ball with the racket head. And it is a break at love for Vekic to get right back on serve at 4-3. So we are in the midst of what could be a very topsy-turvy match, as we are right back on serve. I don't know why. We have a dog whining here in the background, and I'm not fully sure why. There's nothing going on. John says 11 a.m. not on Ash is a surprise for the former U.S. Open champion, of course, Raducanu, with Rybakina. Yeah, Sean says, I'm not sure if Emma has a weapon. Would it be her serve? I find that interesting. So, a couple of weeks ago in Montreal, I did a Raducanu match against Anna Samova. And Anna Samova threw Raducanu down a flight of steps. And then the very next week, Raducanu nearly beat Sabalenka. So, you know, you have things like that happen in tennis, especially women's tennis, where you have the peaks and the valleys, but, I mean, those could not have been two different matches as far as quality from Raducanu. As Vekic back on serve, serving at 3-4. Goes up the tee and misses at 112. Half hour in to this second rounder. Vekic's second serve is there. Gauff hammers away at the backhand return. Cross-court backhand Vekic held up for Gauff to get there. Up the line goes Vekic. Gauff off balance on the forehand swing. Deep forehand from Vekic. Gauff gets it back. It's a looping backhand from Vekic. Holds up for Gauff, who just slices away at a forehand winner up the line. Love 15. Got one of these matches here that starting to become we might need to look at hold points rather than break points. Vekic serves out wide. Gauff twirls a short ball back out of the air. Vekic takes it. Gauff is there. Half volley pickup by Vekic was good. Gauff gets to it. Oh, a volley by Vekic, and Gauff is there with a volley that carries just over the baseline, or was it? It's just missed from Gauff. Half volley pickup was smooth from Vekic. And then it was a series of volleys, and Gauff has that one dropped just long. 15 all. Vekic at the near end. High ball toss. Serve is down. Backhand return is into the net from Gauff. And it's 30-15. 110 on that serve there from Vekic. Mentioned she does have a bigger serve than she might get credit for. She's got a game that she doesn't quite get enough credit for. If she can hit a rhythm. Serves here. Forehand reply by Gauff is short. Vekic off forehand. Gauff is there. Scoops it on back. Up the line goes Vekic to the backhand. Gauff is there. Off forehand Vekic. Gauff deep backhand up the middle. Up the line Vekic. Oh, and changing direction beautifully is Gauff there with a forehand winner, sharp angled. $30 as night continues to fall over New York. Has been just tremendous on the East Coast weather-wise here for the last week or so. We're not getting this normal last burst of summer sweltering heat, thankfully. 30-all serve from Vekic out wide. Gauff cannot steer that back into play. As the return goes wide, it's 40-30. Vekic has been all over the place so far in this first set as she misses the first serve. She's been a break ahead. She's been a break behind. And now she's back on serve. She's been serving quite terribly, actually, I must say. And on cue, that second serve ruffles the net. It's her 6th double fault of the set. And we're back at deuce. Of course we are. Gauff just swinging her hips slightly beyond the baseline, twirling the racket in her hands. Vekic serves up the tee. Again, misses. Hopefully they'll flash it up, or I'm going to have to dig into the app here to see what the first serve percentage is for Vekic. It cannot be good. Second serve is there. Oh, and Gauff's return is terrible. Misses long, and it's Vekic with a game point. Now, this is quite incredible. You kind of get used to doing tennis matches where you've got one player playing substantially better than another player during segments, and then it flip-flops, and, we have matches go through ebbs and flows. Not really sure either player's playing quite well here. Gauff makes a deep backhand return up the line, goes Vekic, cross-court the forehand Gauff. Up the line, Vekic stops on a dime and gets 9 cents back in change and hits a forehand winner. And it's 4-all. So, they continue to battle hammer and tong here in this first set. 4 games each as we get towards the business end of this first stanza. Here's Gauff at the far end, serving into the net. Burgundy headband on. What would you call the top color of that? Is that scarlet? Puts it into the forehand of Vekic. Sharp angle on the return. Picked up by Gauff. Looping ball that Vekic sends up the line with a powerful forehand. Now goes up the line in the ad court with a forehand Vekic, and that opens it up. Gauff can't get that back in play. It's love 15. Jane is here with us. Happy to see you here with us as always, Jane, along with everyone else. Here's Gauff serving. That was a terrible ball toss. I mean, that ball toss was over her left ear. Misses the first serve as a result, and she's missed the second serve wildly too. I don't mean to be harsh. I don't mean to be rude, but both of these players are playing quite terribly here. And I just could not tell you which direction this match is going. It's love 30 after a Gauff double. Serves here to the forehand of Vekic. That's the way. Backhand by Gauff. Steered back up the middle and long from Vekic. It's 15-30. First set feels like it is on a knife's edge. Normally at this time, you'd say it's about who can limit the mistakes. Right now, they're making mistakes every point. Serve to the backhand of Vekic, picked up by Gauff. Off forehand from Vekic. Gauff scoops that back. Inside out goes Vekic again, and that backhand's into the net from Gauff quite terribly. And now Vekic with 2 break points to reclaim the lead. I mean, wow. American crowd trying to get behind Coco, who serves here down break point, misses the first serve into the net. Here comes the second set now, a second serve, and that's into the net. My gosh, oh Lord, this is not high quality tennis, but it is dramatic at the very least. Gauff double faults for the second time in the game. Comes on break point. Vekic now in control of the set again. If you could possibly say that anyone is in control of the set, it's Donna Vekic up a break at 5-4. And Coco now to her chair, puts her head in a towel. She's a player of great class. You have to be to win 2 Grand Slams. But as I've talked about, ever since getting through the clay season, it has been an almighty struggle for Coco. Yeah, I don't mean to be rude. As I'm seeing in the comments, people are hopefully understanding the comments that I'm making. Again, not trying to be harsh, but I suppose my job here is to describe what's happening. And what's happening is just neither player is playing well at all. They are winning points in games based on the other player making just mistake after mistake. So Donna Vekic, I'm not even sure when the last time a server held at this point, to be completely honest with you, as Vekic now serves for the set at 5-4. And you can feel a lot of tension, and you can see a lot of tension on the face of Coco Gauff. Vekic serves. Gauff makes a backhand return. Awkward looking forehand there from Vekic. It got the job done, though. Still the point continues. Squash shot from Gauff at a very random time. Cross court the backhand from Vekic. Up the middle goes Gauff. Vekic deep on the backhand. Gauff is there, and Vekic with a line drive into the net. Jane says, it's okay. It's not like you threw anyone down the stairs. No. Figures of speech. That's what you learn. You learn how to turn a phrase in this broadcasting world, or you at least try to. Love 15. Totally expect a break coming here. I mean, that's the way this set's gone. Vekic misses the first serve. Here's the second. Vekic puts that in. Forehand reply from Gauff. Deep backhand from Vekic. Picked up by Gauff. Sharply hit on the forehand there by Vekic. Backpedaling forehand have to be hit here because Gauff found good depth. But Gauff is wide on the two-handed backhand there. It's 15 all. Gauff searching around for some kind of support. Has to find a break here. She'll be a set down. Will the former champion, who again went nearly 3 hours 2 days ago. Vekic misses the first serve into the net. She's gone 41 minutes in this first set here. Second serve from Vekic. It's there. Gauff, incredibly sharp-angled return. Vekic tries to reach out and slap it back defensively, but it goes long. It's 15-30. very much in this return game. At this point, both players are in every game. Here's Vekic now trying to refocus. 15:30 serve is a let. Have Magdalena Freck awaiting the winner of this match in round 3. There's another missed serve from Vekic. Here comes her second, and it's into the net very predictably. It's another double fault, and it's 2 break points for Gauff to get back on serve at 15:40. Can just kind of feel the stress between two players who, for Vekic, has had really a terrible year, and Gauff, who's had a really terrible second half. Great serve there from Vekic. Backhand is punched into the net from Gauff. Breakpoint saved from Vekic. Still another one to go. 30-40. You know, it's not uncommon to see players have a letdown after winning a major. But this is pretty surprising to see what Coco's done since the French Open title. Here's Vekic facing a break point, catches the ball toss. Will go into the service motion once again. Goes here to the forehand of Gauff. Vekic, oh my goodness, has made a mess of that inside-out forehand. She's missed it wide. She throws her arms up, slaps the side of her leg. She's frustrated. We're all frustrated. But we're at 5-all. I think we're being entertained. But it's not because we're seeing good tennis, unfortunately. It's because we're seeing very tight tennis right now from both players. I mean, it's just the first set. Here's Gauff serving to the backhand of Vekic. Backpedaling backhand from Gauff. Vekic steps into that forehand. Wanted to come to the net. Thinks better of it. Goes to the forehand up the line. It's looped on back by Gauff. Into the ad court corner. Vekic, good angle on that off forehand. Gauff defends it back. Again, inside out goes Vekic. And Gauff's backhand is stashed into the net. Love 15. Jake says, is this sort of match that questions your love of the sport? I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's very surprising to see two players of this quality but are really struggling with their form playing this badly. Gauff with a great body serve there. Vekic could only fight that off with the racket head. It goes flying wide. It's 15-all. That's maybe the best serve Coco's hit so far in the set. Body serve at 100. Vekic is winning 63% of points on her first serve. Coco's at 59%. Very suspect numbers from both. Gauff serves here into the net. Gauff's second serve here. Good depth on it. Vekic makes the return. Muscled back by Gauff on the backhand. Looped on by Vekic. Backpedaling off forehand from Gauff. Good backhand lined up by Vekic. Gauff is there with good depth. Tremendous forehand there from Vekic up the line for a winner. And now here we go. Here we go. We're starting to see a little shot making now. $15.30. Sean says, I think we're being entertained. And that's, yes, exactly right. We're all here to be entertained, and hopefully you are. It's 15:30. We're going to get another break here. I can just feel it. I mean, this is... Here's Gauff with a double fault. Holy smoly. Vekic has 2 break points. Gauff is now just 1 of 10 on her second serve. Vekic 3 of 3 on break points, has one here. Gauff makes the serve look good. Vekic makes the return. Oh, Gauff. Well, Vekic has gone long there. So Vekic misfires on the backhand. Still a break point for Donna Vekic to reclaim the lead. How many lead changes have we had in this set? It's a cracking question. Easy to lose count. Gauff with another missed first serve. Can she just make a second serve and put it in? The answer to that is no. She's missed it by a mile. It's a double fault. It's another break for Vekic. She leads 6-5. Heaven help us if we do go to a tie break here. I'm not sure if it would end 7-0 or 15-13. And I'm very taken aback by watching Coco at her chair here. She's just once again put her head into a towel, and she's just bouncing her right leg up and down. She just looks incredibly stressed and uncomfortable and nervous and whatever other adjectives you can come up with. And I'm just very surprised by the facial expressions being shown by a two-time Grand Slam champion here in a second-round match where she's playing the 49th ranked player in the world. Now, yes, is Donna Vekic on her day better than number 49 in the world? Yes, she is. But all things even here, Coco should not be... this is just very surprising to me. I just have to wonder, is there other things going on? Meanwhile, has a trainer been called out for Donna now? My goodness. Looks like she's looking at her right arm. And trainer has come out and kind of applying pressure on the right wrist. First the top of the wrist, now the bottom of the wrist of Donna Vekic. Now she looks to just bend the right arm and stretch it out a little bit. Vekic shakes her head as she receives what the trainer is communicating to her. Begins to massage the upper right arm here of the Croatian. Coco still sat in her seat as this goes on. Chair umpire on the edge of her seat getting instruction. Now the trainer begins to pack her bag. Hopefully Vekic can carry on here. Meanwhile, as this goes on, I'll catch up on the comments. Jake says, I genuinely think I love this guy. Mate, piece of advice, stay away from scrappy golf matches at any Man United match, and you can live your life free of pessimism. Rather enjoy Coco Gauff. And I really enjoy women's tennis. I've always been a much bigger fan of women's tennis than men's tennis. Just from it's so unpredictable. As Coco's now going to get up here and I think practice some serves. But there are times you can tend to find matches like this where you're thinking, is anyone going to stand up and play some quality tennis? I was trying to find my words. So you do have Coco up and just serving as this medical timeout continues for Vekic, and the medical timeout clock is ticking down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Vekic still getting worked on over there. It looked like for a moment I thought the trainer was packing up her bag and was finished. Again, working out something on the right arm of Vekic, whether it's the arm itself or the wrist. Not sure. Coco still stands by her lonesome on court, getting serves in. Meanwhile, I can tell you, if you are not keeping up with the other matches while you're watching and listening along here, I can tell you that Zverev has taken the first set from Jake Fernley. Oh, I mentioned last night I really like Jake Fernley's game. I really hope he can continue to progress. I really like his game. He's up to 60th in the world. He is down a break as well as Fernley in the second set, so he's down a set and a break to Zverev over on Armstrong. Tsitsipas underway against Altmaier. They are just started on serve at 3-4. Daria Kasatkina is serving to stay in the tournament. She's serving at 4-5 in the third set against Rakimova. Oje Aliassime 5-1 up on Safuilin on court 5. In fact, 3-set points for the Canadian. And still to come tonight on Ash, you have Tommy Paul in action. Meanwhile, on Armstrong, following Zverev Fernley, it'll be Amanda Anisimova and Maya Joint. Joint's really risen up the rankings, hasn't she? Up close to the top 40. Medical timeout coming to an end here for Vekic, who is now back up to her feet, as she's going to attempt to serve out this first set. She's up 6-5, so just about every second was squeezed out of that medical timeout. And here's Vekic serving for the set at 6-5. Here's the serve from Vekic, which is into the middle of the net. I don't know. I would be quite shocked if she serves this set out right here. I really would. And there's a double fault. I have completely lost count on the double faults. I'm going to try to pull up the app here. Attempt to get some numbers on this match. This has been quite staggering. Love 15 serve from Vekic out wide. Gauff slingshots the return back. Deep forehand Vekic. Gauff picks it up. Spatula it on back by Vekic. Gauff is there. The forehand by Vekic. Gauff still there. Side to side and defending it well. Up the middle and off balance forehand from Vekic. Gauff is there with the backhand. Up the line Vekic. Steered cross court Gauff. Up the line of forehand Vekic. Gauff is still somehow there. And eventually Vekic misfires on the backhand. It's wide and it's love 30. There is a prototypical Coco Gauff point. Side to side she goes. Just continues to get balls back. 16 ball rally that. And eventually gets the error from the opponent. It's love 30. Like I said, I'd be stunned if Vekic served this out. The set that this has been, it has to go to a tiebreak, surely. Deep first serve. Gauff makes the return. Oh, my goodness. It's a short ball that Vekic makes a complete mess of. Steps into the backhand in the service area and just misfires cross court into the ad court corner. And Gauff has 3 break points as you... What in the world? Points to force a tiebreak. Vekic up the tee. It misses. This one's going to miss too. You just know it is. It's going to be another double fault somehow. Oh my God, it is. It's gone long. That's 9 double faults for Donna Vekic in the first set. And we are going to a tiebreak. That is the 8th service break of this set. 4 from each player. That is wild. 4 holds of serve and 8 breaks in this set. To a tiebreak we go. Gauff serves to start. You'll be stunned to know that she's missed the first serve. Here comes the second serve. You'll be stunned to know that she's missed that too. Holy cow. What are we watching? What in the wide world of sports are we watching? Vekic has a mini break that she'll surely give back in a blink of an eye. Because if you haven't been following this almost hour-long first set, no one can hold a lead. They're scared to death to have a lead here. First serve here. Gauff makes the return. Backhand from Vekic. Cross-court Gauff. Up the middle from Vekic. Big backhand Gauff. Forehand flies wide from Vekic. There's the mini break back. We're at 1 point each. I would not say I'm genuinely annoyed by this match. I'm just very confused. First serve misses from Vekic. Second serve is there. Gauff makes a deep return. Vekic picks it up, backpedaling backhand cross-court from Gauff, and then Vekic tries to go up the line and misses that backhand. So now Gauff... The returners won the first 3 points of the tiebreak. All right, here's Gauff. 2-1. Mini break in hand. First serve is there. Vekic makes a return up the line, and Gauff can't get back to it. It's 2-all. 2 points each. Returner has won all 4 points. Here's Coco Gauff serving into the net. At the far end here. Second serve coming. Coco, toss up, serve down, out wide. And Vekic cannot make the return. And finally, the server has won a point in this tiebreak. It's 3-2 to Gauff. A server winning a point right now feels like the mini break. Now Vekic at 2-3 as we work the 60th minute of the set. Vekic serves out wide. Gauff slingshots the return back, a looping ball that drops long of the baseline, and they'll change ends at 3 points all. 3-3 in this first set tiebreak that looks like the winner, whoever wins this tiebreak, it's going to be whoever can handle their nerves the best, I guess. And I guess that's why I am, to use John's word, so perplexed here. I'm stunned to see two players like this playing this nervously in the first set of a second round match. It just doesn't quite add up. After the change of ends, Vekic serves. Backhand reply from Gauff. Up the middle goes Vekic, the forehand. Slice forehand there from Gauff out of absolutely nowhere. Vekic gets it back, and now Vekic is into the net on the forehand. Gauff playing a pickleball shot more than anything there. Gets the mini break back. It's 4-3. I did joke earlier that if this went to a tiebreak, the tiebreak could go 15-13. Here's Gauff, serving to the forehand of Vekic, who makes the return. Blocked back by Gauff. Cross-court the backhand from Vekic, and into the net goes Gauff. And we're at 4-4. Ghosty is with us, and I suppose trying to catch up on all that's happened in the last hour. It's been very strange indeed. Gauff at 4 points all, serves out wide. Vekic makes the return. Gauff big backhand up the middle. Vekic is into the net. And the frustration on each side of the net only grows by each passing point here. Gauff is somehow 2 points away from this set. If she wins this set, whoever wins this set will be stunned that they've won the set playing as badly as they have. Here's Vekic at the far end, 4-5. Toss up, serve down, up the tee. Gauff blocks it back. Vekic steps into a very strange cross-court drop shot that Gauff is there to hit back cross-court. Vekic is there to defend it back. Oh, and Gauff is right on the spot that she needs to be to put it away. Now Vekic takes an almighty swing at the ground with her racket. Looks like one of my golf shots. Vekic is incredibly upset. I'd be upset too if I allowed a player to play this terribly and still win the set, which often I do when I play tennis, unfortunately. And Coco Gauff now has a couple of set points at 6-4. Vekic serving at the far end here. Strikes the serve and goes too long with it. Second serve, Vekic out wide. Gauff makes the return up the middle with the forehand. Up the line, Vekic backpedaling as Gauff did the backhand. Up the line, Vekic backhand. Good depth on it. Gauff is unable to swipe it back into play. So Vekic able to fight off set point. Gauff will now serve for this set at 6-5. All right, Coco. Is it her time to finish out this set of tennis? It's a let on the first serve. Coco again falls into the service motion, makes it there. Vekic on the return, backhand up the middle from Gauff. Forehand is deep from Vekic. There's the backhand from Gauff. Vekic goes cross-court and misses the forehand long, and Coco is nearly in tears as she walks back to her chair, winning one of the strangest sets of tennis you'll ever see. She wins the tie-break 7-5. Vekic has thrown her racket onto the ground. Coco's going to go off the court. A set that took over an hour and puzzled many. First set to Coco Gauff. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered. Whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice actually. I'm just talking at you if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well. if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win, 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 win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff, exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.
Well, of all the sets of tennis in the history of tennis, the first set of this match was certainly one of them. As we are underway in the second set, and Donna Vekic serving to start this second set, if you can possibly believe it. A server has opened up a lead. She's at 40-15. As she just struck her 9th winner of the match, did Vekic. Clean sheet of paper into this second set. Let's see what we get. Misses the first serve here. Serves to the forehand of Gauff, and she has slapped that return into the bottom of the net. So Vekic does hold to start the second set. So that first set, how weird was it? Asks Ghosty. How weird was it? If you're a fan of the match game from years gone by. We had 16 combined double faults. Of the 12 games played, there were 8 breaks to just 4 holds. Vekic was serving for the set at 6-5 and took a medical timeout, then proceeded to lose serve. And then in the tiebreak, I believe it was the first 4, maybe the first 5 points were won by the returner. It was interesting. And we'll see what the second set has for us. Here is Gauff serving for the first time in this second set. Goes to the backhand of Vekic. Gauff scoops it back. Vekic comes into the net. Takes quite a bit of aggression out on the backhand. Gauff up with a lob. That misses long, and it's love 15. Multiple times Gauff went to her chair and just looked visibly stressed, frustrated, emotional. Serves here to the backhand of Vekic, which is into the net. And even after winning the tiebreak, she Almost looked as if she was wiping tears from her eyes, was Coco. Strange scenes indeed, but beauty of this sport, it is a blank canvas here as we turn the page to set 2. Good serve there from Gauff. The return by Vekic is deep. Gauff scoops it back. Looping ball from Vekic. Cross-court the backhand, Gauff. Vekic with a backhand that goes off the let cord. Ricochets over on Gauff's side. Gauff is there to stash it back. Vekic up with a lob. That misses well long, and it's 30-15. Was certainly one of the different ones that we've seen. It feels like many people in the comments were entertained one way or another. Certainly hope so. As here's Gauff serving. A let on the first. It's not as if these two players were dominant in their first round wins. Gauff's second serve is there. Vekic with the return. Up the middle goes Gauff. Vekic speeds up the forehand up the line. Gauff defends it back. Now goes with a cross-court forehand. Vekic sharp angle. Gauff up the middle with her forehand. Oh, Vekic sharp angled forehand winner right there. That she has slingshotted cross-court, and it's 30 all. Seven forehand winners now for Vekic. Gauff serves. Good depth on it. Vekic makes the return. Backhand short up the middle from Gauff. Vekic slings it back. Gauff with the forehand cross court, and Vekic caught flat-footed there. Misfires on the forehand. It's 40-30. Took over an hour that first set. Again, Gauff went nearly 3 hours in her first round win over Tomljanovic. Vekic went 2:06, beating Jessica Buzas-Monero. Gauff a game point. Misses the first serve by a mile. Second serve here from Coco. Plants that one into the forehand of Vekic, which she throws into the net. So Gauff holds. Back-to-back holds here to start the set. One game all. You would think, you never want to assume, but you would think that after playing a set like that, Coco Gauff, one of the top players in the world, getting away with it, winning it, she could step away from the court the way she did and then come back and play a clean second set. We'll see if she does. Vekic serves here out wide. Gauff with the return, and Vekic just reaches at that backhand, which she stakes into the net. Love 15. "75 minutes this match has taken. We've only played a set and a little bit. Vekic claps the net with that first serve. Second serve now from Donna. Puts it into the forehand of Gauff. Short up the middle off forehand Vekic. Hammered back by Gauff. Up the middle goes Vekic. Forehand shaped back by Gauff, and then Vekic goes long. Love 30. So love 30 here. And Vekic has to find a way to dig deep and get back into this game. She serves into the net. I don't know why I say that. She'll drop serve, and then Coco will give the break right back to her if the second set goes the way the first did. Backhand return Gauff. Inside out the forehand from Vekic. Gauff gets it back. Big forehand up the middle from Vekic. Gauff is there to defend it back. Into the ad court corner from Vekic. Gauff is still there. And now Vekic swings a backhand into the net. So Gauff will have 3 break points. Love 40. 4 of 6 on break points in that first set was Coco. Vekic was 4 of 5. Vekic at the far end. A hole to dig out of for sure. Vekic serves. It's in the net. Here comes the second. This is in. Gauff with the backhand reply. Off forehand Vekic. Gauff loops it back. Vekic goes big on the forehand but misses. Gauff breaks it love. And now goes up by a set and a break in this second round challenge. And it has been a challenge for both players for sure. Let's see. Back to the comments we go. Sean asks, if you could be good at one sport, which would you pick? Interestingly enough, I've been asked this before, and I would go either tennis or golf. I would want it to be an individual sport. I am not a fan of team sports, as far as competing in team sports, that is. I don't like relying on other people. I want to either succeed or fail on my own. So yes, it would absolutely be tennis or golf. No doubles. That's my choice. Because, if I could be great in tennis, I could win 30 Grand Slams. More than likely, that pretty much puts your stamp down as the GOAT. Look at what we have in the other sports. Michael Jordan won 6 championships, and LeBron James has won 4, and everybody's saying that LeBron James is better than him. Or even better on the football side of things, Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls, Patrick Mahomes has won 3, and you have people with the gall to say that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. Are you absolutely kidding me? That's asinine. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that madness. So just give me a chance to win 25 majors in golf or 30 in tennis. Do it myself. Gauff up a break in this set, serving into the net. Gauff at the far end. Scarlet red top. Second serve slides into the forehand of Vekic. Up the middle goes Gauff. Off forehand from Vekic. Two-handed backhand by Gauff. Vekic is there to loop it back right to the baseline. Into a rally here. Vekic throws down the gauntlet with a forehand. Gauff slices it back. Off backhand there from Vekic. Cross court goes Gauff, and eventually Vekic makes the error as the forehand misses long. Can see on your screen. Talked about this earlier. It's only the third match they've played. Vekic beat Gauff at the Olympics last year in Paris on clay. Played earlier this year in the United Cup on a hard court. Gauff won that. Neither of those matches went 3 sets. Gauff with the serve. Vekic makes the return. Oh, Gauff deep. Backhand there is really good. Vekic unable to control that one, and it's 30 love. You do kind of get the sense that Gauff has tightened things up, cleaned things up here a little bit. And she's put that first set behind her, and now she's out to play a very tidy second set. At least that's what her fans are hoping. She misses the first serve here. Here comes the second serve from Gauff. Slides it in. Vekic hits a return winner up the line. Forehand is cracked. And it's 30-15. Shane says, I don't play well with others. I don't either. Sean says soccer. Jake says exactly what I'm thinking. Playing soccer has never appealed to me. No, I don't want to run that long. Good gracious. Holy cow. They just run back and forth. Back and forth. Gauff at 30-15. Serves to the backhand of Vekic, puts Gauff on the sprint, defends it back. Vekic with the forehand, and Gauff makes an error with the backhand into the net. That looked like she was in control of that point there, Gauff. Jake asks, where's Ghosty gone? And John says Ghosty's just opened a pack of Cubans. 30 all. Gauff, big serve out wide. Vekic taps the return back, and then Gauff, off balance, has put the forehand into the net. So, okay, I was just saying that she was going to tidy things up and play a clean set, and she's let Vekic not only right back into this game, she's given her a break point now. It's 30-40. See if Vekic can pounce on the opportunity. Gauff is in the net on the first serve. Here comes the second. Gauff places that in. Vekic attacks. Sliced backhand by Gauff brings Vekic in, and she steps into a cross-court backhand, which she spiraled wide. Breakpoint saved by Gauff. We're at deuce. There's Ghosty. Jane, I bet you play well with some folks, he says. Jake, packet of Paulinis better than a pack of Cubans. No, LeBron is nothing on Jordan. No, you're absolutely right there. Gauff, big first serve. Vekic scoops the return back. Now goes with an off backhand Vekic. It's sliced back by Gauff. Off forehand from Vekic. She wants to creep into the net. She does. Hits a poor volley into the net. And a game point for Gauff as she looks to go ahead 3-1. Trying to consolidate this break and get herself a cushion here in this second set. Gauff with a point for 3-1. Toss up, serve is down, up the tee. Vekic makes the return. Cross court the backhand, Gauff. Vekic angles it back. Up the middle goes Gauff, and into the net goes Vekic with the backhand. So Gauff survives a break point and holds serve, goes up 3-1 in this second set. Flashed up on screen there. On the second screen, Zverev. Second verse, same as the first. 6-4 in the second over Fernley. 2 sets to love lead there for Zverev. As always, if you are watching and enjoying and you haven't already hit the like and subscribe button, please do so. It is the best place to be for all things tennis, as Vekic serves down a break at 1-3. Out wide she goes. Gauff with a high looping ball back. Rally is started. Vekic up the middle on the forehand. Again, Gauff slings that back, and then Vekic goes big, but too big on the forehand up the middle. She flings that one long. Love 15. Working the 85th minute of this second round match, Magdalena Frech awaits the winner of this one. Out wide goes Vekic on the serve, shoveled back by Gauff. Vekic steps into a backhand, now retreats to the baseline, hits a forehand up the line into the ad court. Gauff tries to twirl that back on a lob, lands wide, and it's 15 all. And of course, then you're going to have the winner of this match in the third round against Frech. And let's just say, for the point of this conversation, that Gauff goes on to win this match, then beats Frech in the third. We could get Gauff and Osaka in the fourth round. 15 all. That would be entertaining. Vekic serves out wide. Good angle on it. And Gauff can only plop that return long. It's 30-15. That would be very nice indeed. To get a fourth round encounter between Osaka and Gauff would be very entertaining. Serve out wide by Vekic, and Gauff replies with a backhand into the net. So this is one of the best service games Vekic has had in a good while. 40-15. She's down a break in this second set and down a set for the match. Here goes Vekic at the near end. High ball toss. Lassos it in with a serve up the tee. Gauff gets a short ball back. Backing up the line, Vekic. Defended back but into the net by Gauff. So Vekic holds for 2-3. Some scores up from the men's side on your screen. I mentioned Zverev 4-4, up 2 sets to love on Fernley. The Canadian Auger-Aliassime 6-1 first set on Safuilin. They're on serve in the second. De Minaur coming up later. And boy, Altmaier came through to win that first set against Tsitsipas. 7-5 in the tiebreaker. Stefanos was here in Winston-Salem last week trying to get some matches in and didn't look overly brilliant. He's down a set to the German. Just other notes from today. I wonder how many people thought that Iga Swiatek would have to go 3 sets today. I certainly did not think that. And she got tested in the third set, 6-4 in the third to beat Susan Leymans in just over 2 hours. Center very straightforward over Poprin. Musetti over Goffin. Osaka 3-1 over Baptiste. Rublev went 4 but scored the victory. Mukova over Kirstea, 6-4 in the third. They went to 2 tiebreaks. Beatriz Haddad-Maia 1-4 over Goyevic. Kabali in a match tiebreak over Brooksby. Kasatkina did pull it out 7-5 in the third over Rakimova. Noskova moved on after a retirement from Ivelisse. Cerundolo goes down. Deanne Perry, match tiebreak win over Sarasua. And Freck, as I mentioned, who awaits the winner of this match, beating Peyton Stern 6-2 in the third. And a lot of marathon matches today, men and women. As Gauff serves here, Vekic with the return. Backhand up the middle and deep from Gauff. Vekic picks it up, and a good inside-out backhand winner there from Gauff. Shapovalov, 4-set win. Sakari 3-1. Diallo upset by Munar. Wong over Walton in 3 hours. Siegemund also a winner today. Alexandrova over Wong 2-2. Gauff serving. And a forehand return is cranked wide by Vekic. 30 love. We also lost Hachinov today in a match tiebreak against the Polish player who was also here in Winston-Salem, if I'm not mistaken, that I have yet to learn how to pronounce the last name of confidently, as Gauff with a lead on the serve. I will not be doing a commentary on a match from the Polish player ranked 76 in the world until I gain confidence in routinely saying the last name. Gauff serves. Vekic, sharp return. Up the middle goes Gauff. Vekic, big forehand. Gauff whips it back into a rally here of a good amount of shots. Gauff with a back and up the middle. Vekic Gauffs it back, and Gauff is into the net. 30-15. Kalinskaya beat Putintseva. Christian over Kruger. Kostuk had to go 3. Bublik, straight set win. To get through most of the day 5 action there. As here's Gauff with a serve into the net. Serves here to the forehand of Vekic, who rips it back. Off forehand from Gauff. Hung up for Vekic to go cross-court with the backhand. Gauff steers it back. Up the line goes Vekic. Deep forehand from Gauff. Up the line, Vekic goes again. Two-fisted backhand from Gauff. They continue to battle away hammer and tong in this rally. Slice backhand from Gauff. Turned into a drop shot. Vekic gets there in plenty of time and puts away a backhand winner up the line in the ad court. It's 30-all. Hour and a half in, and still Coco, you wouldn't say, has lifted her level of play tremendously from the first set. She's playing better, but she hasn't lifted it like I thought she might in this second set. Good first serve here out wide. Vekic makes the return. Gauff tried to go back door. Vekic was there to stiff arm it away. Now here's one sliced back by Gauff. Off forehand from Vekic is picked up and gone long with. And it's 40-30, and Vekic is frustrated after that miss. Twirls the racket up into the air. 10 unforced errors in this set alone for Donna. Gauff now with a point for 4-2. Serves out to the backhand of Vekic. The return drops just long of the baseline. Gauff holds for 4-2. Finish line is kind of just in front of her. Yeah, you'd hesitate to say things exactly like that, the way this match has gone. But the likelihood to win analytics, the US Open app is telling me, is that Coco Gauff has a 95% chance to win from this point. As here is Vekic. Serving out wide towards the Gauff forehand, but she misses the first serve. Of course, really quite terrible serving in the first set was the story from both players. Right on cue, there's a double fault from Vekic. She had 9 doubles in the first set. That's her first of this second. But she is into double figures. Gauff was at 10 doubles in the first round against Tomljanovic. Here's Vekic putting just 48% of her first serves in, and she doesn't do it with this first serve either. It's into the net. Second serve is there. Gauff returns with the forehand. Vekic lines it up, but goes long with the backhand. And she's really gifted Gauff love 30 here. Gauff, meanwhile, second serving was atrocious in that first set. She won 15% of her points on her second serve in the first set. 2 out of 13. 3 of 5 in this second set. Vekic at love 30. Serving out wide. Gauff makes the return. Vekic forehand is into the net, and that is now her 35th unforced error of the night, Donna Vekic, and it's love 40. And Gauff could take full control of this match, winning this next point. Vekic serves up the tee. Blocked back by Gauff. Vekic lets it drop. Sharp-angled forehand. Sliced on back by Gauff. Backpedaling forehand by Vekic. Gauff is there to swat it back. Up the line, Vekic misses long with the forehand. It's a break at love for Gauff, and it's 5-2 in the second, and Coco Gauff will serve for the match. So, again, where is Coco been at in this second set compared to the first? She has been better, yes. That was not a very high bar to clear to play better in this set than she did in the first. But it has been a bit cleaner. Vekic has continued to make all the mistakes in the world. And sometimes you just have to grind your way through a match like this. Catch up on the comments here as we are seemingly getting towards the end of this match. Kosti says, Cabali, say Cabali. Flavio Cabali. Jane says, I like Altmaier. Hammer and Tongs with a question mark says Ghosty. Yeah, Cabali did go 5 sets today over Brooksby. Feel like, did I mention that? Did I skip over Cabali winning against Brooksby just a moment ago? I can't remember now. Gauff serving for the match here at 5-2. To the backhand of Vekic she goes. Looped back on the forehand of Gauff. Backpedaling backhand. Hit high into the sky by Vekic. Gauff then slings a forehand up the line. Here's a moon ball from Vekic. Gauff lets it drop. Spirals a forehand. Deep backhand Vekic. And into the net goes Gauff. Love 15. Do you have a Rolex? Heck no. As rarely as I wear watches, I'm not paying the money that a Rolex cost. Here's a forehand return by Vekic. Backhand line drive up the middle, Gauff. Vekic gets it back, looped back by Gauff this time. Vekic a forehand, straight up the middle, these two play. Deep forehand there by Vekic, however, misses, and it's 15-all. I rarely do wear the watches, and I've got the electronic watch here, and I truly only wear that to see how many steps I make in a day, because, I mean, who needs a watch to tell the time at this point? 15-all, Gauff out wide she goes with the serve. Vekic on the return. Gauff with a forehand up the middle. Stamping to it is Vekic. Cross court goes Gauff. Vekic is on the run again. Loops that ball back. Gauff fiercely hits the forehand that Vekic defends back, and now it's a forehand up the line winner from Coco, and it's 30-15, and it would seem that Donna Vekic has run out of options, and she's certainly running out of time. Here is Gauff. Saddles the horse and cracks the whip. Serve to the forehand of Vekic. Backhand by Gauff, and Vekic has stashed that forehand into the net. And Coco Gauff at 5-2, 40-15 has 2 match points. Last call for alcohol here on Arthur Ashe Stadium as Coco Gauff tries to wrap this one up. Misses on the first serve. Here comes the second serve, Gauff. Catches the ball toss, starts the service motion again. Here she goes. And misses the second serve. There's a double fault. Plenty of those to go around tonight from both players. Second match point here for Coco. It has been a stressful night for the former champion. Finish line right in front of her. See if she can finish it out here. Had to go 3 sets to win in round 1. And nearly 3 hours. Serve is there. Fought off by Vekic. Slice back in up the middle. Gauff, she comes to the net. Vekic with a lob. And Gauff is at the net to hit the volley away. Cocks it and rocks it to finish it. And Coco Gauff is through into the third round. More than anyone, she battled herself tonight. But the former U.S. Open champion and this year's Roland Garros champion has come out victorious tonight in 99 minutes. She does indeed survive and advance into the third round as she knocks off Donna Vekic 7-6, 6-2. The first set was a real catastrophe of tennis. Coco maneuvered her way through it as best as she could in the moment. Second set, she played marginally better than Donna Vekic. It has been just season for Donna Vekic has not been good whatsoever. Mentioned earlier, she had a career-high ranking of 17 in January of this year, 7 months ago. That ranking's fallen to 49. It'll likely fall even further here. And it's another early exit of a big tournament for Donna here, just as she lost in the second round at Wimbledon and Roland Garros. It's a second round loss here in New York at the U.S. Open. So Coco Gauff, it'd be interested to hear what she says. She's going to get out on the court here, and I just would really like to know where her mind was through a lot of tonight, because it struck me as very curious, because the body language was very negative for most of the night, and she looked nervous, she looked emotional. This is a second round match on a court that she should be very used to by now for a former champion, and even now as she does talk to the on-court interviewer, which I believe is and now I'm blanking on the name. It's an ESPN ESPN reporter, and now I'm blanking on the name. That's terrible. But she's getting emotional in this interview, so would love to know. Maybe we won't ever know what was going through her mind tonight, but it certainly has been a difficult night that Coco has maneuvered through to move forward into the third round of this U.S. Open. So that finishes us up tonight, 7-6, 6-2 for Coco Gauff over Donna Vekic. Been great to be on here for a couple of nights in a row. We'll see what Saturday and Sunday throws at me. I may be on over the weekend. We'll see. Would certainly love to take up the offer of the women's final that was thrown out there earlier. If I can make it happen, I certainly will do it. We've got Anisimova and Joint coming up here on the channel here in however long it takes to get those two on the court. So we'll sign off here. Do stay tuned for Anisimova and Joint. And hopefully I'll be back sometime soon. It has been a pleasure as always. Jane, Ghosty, Sean, Jake, everyone in the comments section, great as always. Gauff the winner. Have a great rest of your Thursday night.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.